this is a repeated cancer that is spreading to more and more property, and is only destructive in nature. And so I gotta take the mantle and expose
this
what
piece
makes
of
property
shit?
so inherently.
So baby, so give me good love. So baby, so give me good love.
Wow, this is how I introduce my new look, huh? Well, here it goes. Hey guys, I'm not Shinji Ikari anymore. Fuck! That was getting really old. Reboots are a mixed bag. Some can be good, some can be absolute fucking dog shit. You have to try really hard to do a fresh restart of an IP. Otherwise, you'll just turn into Bob the fucking Builder. I'll admit that, apart from Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I've never watched any reboots from the last decade. No, I don't count stuff like Doctor Who or the new Fairly Odd Parents series, which I also never watched. Those are more like revivals or sequel series than a reboot. And as for Kamen Rider the First and the next, those deserve their own video. Those are absolute fucking dog shit. The reason why I didn't watch stuff like Teen Titans Go or the new Fairly Odd Parents thing is I'm too old. I'm too old for those kind of reboots. In fact, I felt too old when I was 12 because I saw the trailers for Teen Titans Go, and I thought they were like cornier than, excuse me for using a current time analogy, a Drake song, or Drake in general. I thought they were cornier than Drake. If I was just a little younger though, I would have loved Teen Titans Go. I loved the Super Mario Bros. Movie, and that was directed by the same showrunners. Why am I talking about reboots anyway? Well, a video happened to catch my eye. Yeah, you know the one. Modern cartoon reboots are unfaithful trash by A.S.K. It's awful.
When everything is racial, that's the only thing I can see when watching. I never saw Blade as a black character, or Cyborg or Gerald as Static Shock.
And I don't really need to get into why, because so many people got into it already. There is one thing that I only saw Cartoonshi point out when it comes to this video. I think this guy's just fucking racist.
Take your piss, and let the vibes come through.
This fucking guy got so mad when a character wasn't exactly like the original. Maybe because their gender changed, their race changed, or some other third thing changed. Maybe their sexuality. Well, here's my argument.
I mean, no one wants to talk about it, but the current bandwagon is the whole race swapping thing they all have to do with animated characters. April O'Neil, Timmy Turner, Velma, etc.
Maybe this character isn't Timmy Turner. I didn't even watch Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish, and I know damn well that's not Timmy Turner. Certain people were so mad when April O'Neil and Velma were race swapped, and they were mad for no reason other than to say shit was woke. It's like, hey, April is still April, guys. And as for Velma, look, the less said about that shit, the better. So many people dealt with a ton of harassment just because they were a minority in an established television series. Freema Agyeman, Ncuti Gatwa, John Boyega, Elliot Page, and who the fuck gave them harassment? These fucking people.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what? Fucking pronouns!
Shut up, who asked you, left hand? Nobody asked me. Well, shut the fuck up!
Bro, that was not even a reboot. It's its own self-contained thing. A shitty self-contained thing, but still. It's not like this is going to be the universe we're focusing on with Scooby-Doo. It's fucking bullshit, man. And also, why are we calling Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish a fucking reboot? It's a sequel series. A continuation of the original. Timmy Turner's an adult. What, do you want him to stay a dickhead?
These modern reboots just go back to square one while ignoring all the story arcs that preceded them.
That's just how reboots work!
We're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown, having a breakdown, we're having a breakdown,
That boy bad news, he a menace to society. Everybody a ride, but I ain't had nobody ride.
As for the unfaithfulness of its stories, no. There were so many Ninja Turtles reboots that were faithful to its source material. Look at the 4Kids one especially. The 2012 one, Rise of the TMNT. Especially the IDW comics that were written and supervised by Kevin Eastman, one of the co-creators. The 4Kids one was supervised by Peter Laird. And I'm sure that Kevin Eastman approved of Rise of the TMNT. It's like, even though some of them are for kids, they take their characters seriously, and the stories are at least decent in them. Some are really exceptional. To say that these are unfaithful to the source material, it makes me think that some people don't know what faithfulness even is. Or they're just saying this shit on purpose to produce rage bait. I'm sorry.
The black female Timmy Turner is clearly just a cheap attempt to reboot this property without any other significant pitches for change.
That's gotta be racist. There's no way.
Now, granted, I only saw the first 6 episodes of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I liked it. I really did. It's fine. It's not shit. It's great. The animation is fucking wild. Wow. You want to count Doctor Who's current series as a reboot? Then fuck it, let's do it. Doctor Who explored themes like race, even in its original run, that I'm surprised people still pretend to respect it when they call the newest season, woke. Oh, they'll try to act like the political leanings are subtle. Yeah, my ass. This is Remembrance of the Daleks from the 25th season of the original run. You think this is subtle? I don't think so, pal. And here's an example of Russell T Davies' first run of Doctor Who, Human Nature. I don't think this episode is subtle with its political leanings. Especially since Russell T Davies is a gay guy. What the hell are you on about? Hell, I think Russell's new run of Doctor Who made this series cool again. There's a trans woman in it too. That's cool. Good for her. Fuck. Let's go. Although my only gripe is that Disney, since they have distribution rights, they called it season 1. Fuck you. It's season 14. I didn't even know this until I started writing. The original Teen Titans series isn't even the original. It's a reboot of a 1960s or 70s cartoon that nobody gives a shit about. Like I said before, I never watched Fairly Odd Parents: A New Wish. But it certainly looks better than its previous continuation, Fairly Odder. I'm told that its storytelling is better than ever, and also Butch Hartman doesn't steal credit from its creators. You seriously think that Butch Hartman, if he had more creative control on this series, would make the series better? I don't think so, pal. That motherfucker sucks ass at writing. I'm sorry, okay? He would have made that series worse. I don't like Butch Hartman. I don't like him at all. Also, he's ableist. I can't in good faith fuck with him. A ton of long-running tokusatsu shows change and reboot itself every now and then. Kamen Rider Kuga was seen as a reboot by some. The 1979 Kamen Rider was considered by Shotaro Ishinomori as a reboot. Then Toei decided to retcon him and renamed him Sky Rider because he flies. Ugh. Apart from that, the story in most reboots is fine. Though, once again, I gotta emphasize that. Most. There's one reboot I haven't gotten into. This is an example of a bad reboot. Ugh. This fucking thing. This series was Tsuburaya Productions' second attempt to bring Ultraman to foreign markets. In a world where alien invasions and monster attacks are a common occurrence, the Winter Force, spelled like that, is created to combat these invasions and attacks. We see a ton of members of the Force in this show, but the main character, the main one we really focus on, is Kenichi Kai, portrayed by Kei Kosugi. He's your average fucking protagonist, I'm sorry. One day, a ton of meteors hit the Earth, and while a monster begins terrorizing the city, Kenichi Kai ends up as a host for a new and more American Ultraman. His name is Ultraman Powered, who in Japanese, in the first episode, was played by Kosugi's father, the legendary martial artist Sho Kosugi. Cue 12 more episodes of Ultraman defeating a monster by pushing them around. Jeffrey Combs for some reason. And also shitty special effects. And there you go. That's the series. This show sucks. Some of the stories were written by Kazunori Ito, a frequent collaborator of Mamoru Oshii. They worked together on Ghost in the Shell, a movie in the Panzer Corps series. Kerberos Panzer Corps, I believe. Avalon, and my personal favorite, Mobile Police Pat Labor. The monster designs were created by Gainax founder Shinji Higuchi and future animation legend Mahiro Maeda. Despite all this, all these big names, including Ken Kosugi and Jeffrey Combs for some reason, it's the American production team that screwed it up. You might see this as a poorly shot, poorly edited, and acted kind of okay series, but the editing, look at it. The production. Ultraman is pushing people around because of regulations for a country that it never even aired in. And also Jeffrey Combs. He's great. In fact, episode 3, the episode Jeffrey Combs appears on, despite that, is my favorite episode in the series. And it's not because of its writing, because its writing sucks, but it's purely because Jeffrey Combs and Ken Kosugi are great actors. Given shit material, I'm sorry. It's just that it's ruined by the budget. A budget that was actually a lot larger than we believe, because allegedly, the production team spent most of Tsuburaya's funds on exotic vacations. And also the American writers don't do a good job anyway. If Kazunori Ito had someone like John Ridley write the English scripts, I think it would have been a lot better. Or maybe J. Michael Straczynski. But he was busy doing Babylon 5. Ken Kosugi would later go on to be in every tokusatsu tentpole franchise like Godzilla, Final Wars. My personal favorite of his was Ninja Sentai Kakuranger as the character Jiraiya, Ninja Black. He was also the voice of Ryu in the Japanese version of Street Fighter Alpha, the animation. I didn't watch the Kamen Rider show he was in, but he was in a Kamen Rider season. Speaking of Kamen Rider, this is like if Saban's Masked Rider was fucking boring! Though Kenichi Kai's casual outfit is really cool. I mean, look at him. Wow. That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, this sucks. Here's a good reboot.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, now we're talking. Ninja Turtles 2003, produced by Mirage Studios and 4Kids. This version of TMNT respected source material very well. It hates the 80s cartoon with a fiery passion, I gotta be honest. Have you ever seen Turtles Forever? There's even a decapitation! Oh my god, wow! Anyway, it has all the things I love about Ninja Turtles. The characters, the atmosphere, the music, holy shit. And also, the future? Yeah, the series does deteriorate in quality after a while. As most long-running shows do. I can't really talk much about it since what else is there to talk about? It's one of the best Ninja Turtle shows ever. Alongside the 2012 one and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Though, I will say that Back to the Sewers reuses a ton of animation from its previous seasons. And it's weird every time, so fuck it.
Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way
Apart from that, there are tons of really critically acclaimed reboots, but that people just ignore because they want to generate rage towards marginalized groups and rage towards the shitty reboots. They just talk about shitty reboots to make people think, oh hey, all reboots are bad. DuckTales, Ultraman Giga, Hideaki Anno's Shin series of films, which include the Evangelion rebuilds, the new TMNT, what little I've seen at least, they all looked amazing and were amazing. The only reboot I watched and didn't like was Ultraman the Ultimate Hero because it sucks. I'm sorry. While reboots may be a mixed bag, as I said in the beginning of the video, it's never because of the identity of the character, you absolute fucking toad. It's because television is a mixed bag. Never do we get good shows all the time. Sometimes a bad show is there to ruin it. Nothing can be perfect. It's all subjective. But what this air guy said in this dumbass video is straight up bigoted. I'm sorry. It is clean cut. It is objective. He's racist, dude. Wow, I've come a long way, didn't I? At the time of writing this video, it had only been 1.5 years since my Velma video. What I said in that video was similar to what this guy said, only I was trying not to be this kind of person. And I fucked up. I still hate Velma. I hate that show. It's fucking awful. But I don't agree with my own points anymore. Same thing goes with some of the things in my Onslaught video. I'm no longer centrist. I'm left-wing as fuck, dude. Moral of the story is, do some fucking research. Actually watch the shows you're talking about before you say you watched it as a kid. I know damn well you didn't watch Fairly Odd Parents. And I know damn well that you did not watch Doctor Who. Because if you don't actually do your research and watch the shows you're talking about, you're gonna end up like John De La Rose. Looking at you, dog. Anyway, better videos are on the way. I kind of wrote this in 10 minutes and started recording. So, bye-bye! Oh, and also, before I leave, a ton of really big videos are coming out, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I really do. Yeah, that's it. Bye.